to you.
Just gonna get this going in a little bit. I'm gonna just share this video to my other forms of social media real quick. But, well, feast your eyes on the screen right there, a legendary Tyrannosaur pack. Just to share this to a few other sources. Not exactly thinking this is gonna get 1,000 views per se, but, well. And I'm not, I don't necessarily say I'm bragging about getting this pack, but I don't know, having input from the Neverwinter community would be helpful before I make any decisions. But yeah, here you go. Legendary Tyrannosaur pack. I get a war painted or a commander Tyrannosaur. If I do end up opening the pack, it's gonna be. I never actually thought I would have to make the decision, but honestly, in terms of design between the two Tyrannosaurs, like on one hand, I think the war painted you could flaunt that a lot easier because people would notice it a lot easier, but I'm also not a big fan of the design as a whole. Commander Tyrannosaur, I think you could still probably flaunt that, but it's also not quite as distinguishable as the war painted Tyrannosaur. But well, I'm gonna just continue to share this a little bit, and then I'm gonna get to my dailies, and hopefully I can gather some suggestions on what to do with this. Again, before I make any, quick or rushed decisions. Just got one more place to share this to, and then I'll get to running some dailies. And again, any suggestions, that are reasonable, not like, oh, give it to me for free or whatever. Like, I'm considering virtually everything now. Like, I've got 5 characters. My first give this thing to my ranger because my ranger thought I could get, I guess, promoted to my 3rd character. I got a celestial stag on my cleric and a swift golden lion. I'm gonna think on that for a while. I'm gonna store that T-Rex pack on my cleric. Oh yeah, I forgot I left my tank in the fiery pit last night. Okay, I see I have a comment. Is it still needed in mod 13? I think the reason why people, because of the lost boss. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, based on my observations, I'm pretty sure the T-Rex would be considered to be the best mount in the game. Not because necessarily it eats the souls, but because it has a nasty debuff. I believe. I'm gonna go I can't actually look at them without opening up the pack, but maybe I can find a mount, or I can find a T-Rex mount on the thing so I can read off what it does. Let's see. Let's see if I can. Just want to be able to read what it does. And if not, I can always pull it up on my. Ah, damn it! Yeah, there's nothing. Okay, but anyway, from my understanding, when the T-Rex doesn't eat a minion, it lets out a roar, which applies a 10% defense debuff to everything in the immediate area. I believe it's 10 or 15 seconds it lasts for. So it's great for eating up the souls, but it's also really good on boss fights in general, because it gives a nasty debuff that's really helpful. So yeah, I would, to answer your question, Mr. I'm So Good, I would certainly say that, well, I don't know about needed, but very heavily coveted and highly sought after, probably will never, I guess, not be that way, you know? As you can see, I already have I already have Swift Golden Lion on my tank. My DC, excuse me, already has the Celestial Stag, so really don't think I'm gonna give the Tyrannosaur to either of them. But actually, that guy just rode past me in a T-Rex. That's the War-Painted Tyrannosaur right here. Yeah, this thing is, as you can see, I was racing by on my line and was able to spot this guy running by, so very easy to notice. I don't believe it. I know that one of the Port 9 Zaro guards, like these two people, have war-painted Tyrannosaurs, but I think the others have cavalry Tyrannosaurs, which is an epic mount. I'm gonna go see if I can find any Port 9 Zaro guards who might be riding a Commander Tyrannosaur. Yeah, these are cavalry Tyrannosaurs. I don't believe there are any guys riding Commander Tyrannosaurs around here. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, no, there are not. Okay, well, there you go. War-Painted Tyrannosaur is easy to spot, really from a mile away. I would also, it's not that the Commander Tyrannosaur blends in, but it's less distinguishable than the War-Painted.
What? The merchant princes.
I mean, I'm certainly, again, not trying to make any decisions right this second, but I mean, I also, I think right now, I'm against selling it, mostly because I'll never see this thing again, and I would rather have my characters benefit. After the 10% decrease from the market, it's like a little over 7. Oh boy, I could get my cleric some nasty upgrades. But well, I'm also, again, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't feel like my cleric. I don't feel like my cleric really is in need of such dramatic upgrades at the expense of something like this. You know, because my cleric already gets into Tomb of the Nine Gods easily enough. I run T9 with my cleric and my tank, mostly positive results. I don't really think my cleric needs a drastic upgrade like that. Okay, I have a new comment. Mr. I'm So Good, I guess the 10% debuff every minute is better than not. Well, yes. Yes, I would certainly agree with you on that distinction. I mean, it's also good for eating up minions when you're at, like, trash mobs, you know? Like, that's... Like, on one hand, I don't want to overrate that aspect because that's not... I mean, that's kind of overrated, really. But I don't want to underrate it either. Like, that can be pretty helpful. And something else I haven't pointed out yet is the power and armor pen you get off the legendary Tyrannosaur. And that should not get overlooked. That should not get overlooked. Those are some pretty swell stats. I mean, armor pen is not difficult to come by, but power, at a certain point, becomes kind of annoying to get, you know? Where the hell's the goddamn shrine? It's around here somewhere. It's like somewhere in here, I want to say. I forget off the top of my head. But, yeah. I gotta kill these fucking things. Yeah, I mean, like in like the early going of the game, before you get like your end game gear, like before you get primal stuff, like power is not hard to come by. Like I think I got my DC's power up like over 10k in like about a week's worth of running tongue. So I don't really think I'd have much difficulty getting power until I got to that primal stuff with my character, and then power would become difficult to come by. Armor Pen, on the other hand, can mostly be had from a Guildhall 20's Armor Pen guild boon. So you know, the stats are okay. Like, don't get me wrong, the stats are pretty decent. So let's see. But with OP and DC power sharing, the 1k power, it's actually 2k. You get 2k power and 2k armor pen from the legendary Tyrannosaur. You get 1k of both from the epic Tyrannosaur. And I agree. Like, it's not. See, here's the thing about Neverwinter, though. A lot of upgrades you make will convey very small and in some cases insignificant stat upgrades. But here's the thing, like it's meant to build up. Like you get a small amount of power here and there, and you do it consistently for a little while, and eventually, like you just gained like 10k power, and that becomes noticeable. You know, like you. Like I get it. It's not super. Oh, there's the fucking shrine, and it's not super noticeable. But I also don't. I'm against selling the T-Rex, but I'm also against giving it to characters who already have leg mounts. You know. Like I don't want to like. I don't feel like either of them need it, frankly. I feel like my tank benefits more off of the combat power and stat or equip bonus from the lion than it would from the T-Rex, and I feel like my cleric. Maybe you could debate that the. Oh, why can't I target this guy? There we go. Maybe you could debate that the combat power on the T-Rex is better than the Celestial Stag, but even if that is the case, it's not really that big of a deal. Oh, hey, Billy. Hey, so what I'm doing right now, Billy, is just so you know, I'm running a live YouTube broadcast right now. Earlier this morning, I got a legendary Tyrannosaur pack, and I wanted to hold a live broadcast on YouTube to have my listeners and viewers help me decide what I want to do with it. So just so you know, you are on YouTube right now. Fucking Deanna, whatever the hell they are, but I'm sorry, what? Yeah, I did. I got a I got it right out of a Merchant Prince's lockbox this morning. Yeah, I know, right? Like, I opened one box. I took my daily key. First box I opened, bam. Pretty badass. One key. It was my first key of the day. Yeah, my daily key, yeah. Well, I could say it's pretty good about now. And like I said, I opened up a YouTube broadcast so I could like have my so I could have my listeners help me and decide what I want to do with the thing. Like I'm thinking I could sell it, get about I don't know 8 mil roughly. That would amount to about 7 mil and change after the AH cut. I could equip it to one of my characters. Like I could do really anything. I don't really think anything I do could necessarily be a bad move, you know? Yeah, I have the Swift Golden Line on my tank, and I have the Celestial Stag on my DC. So I've got 5 total characters. Other than my tank and DC, I have a Hunter Ranger and a Control Wizard who are fresh level 70s, and I have a Great Weapon Fighter who is level 61. Yeah? Okay, cool. Well, I'm in the middle of course, as you can see, the YouTube broadcast, and I'm doing some dailies right now. But yeah, man, I'll take you up on that later. No, what I said was I'm kind of balancing a YouTube broadcast along with doing some dailies. But after this is all over, I'd be happy to run a T9 with you. I'm sorry, what? I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna put it on my DC. Like I said, my DC already has a Celestial Stag, and like I think you could debate whether or not Power and Armor Pen would be better than Recovery and Regen. Oh, then I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. It was difficult to understand you. Yes. Yeah, yeah. My both my DC and tank run T9 like all the time. Oh, I can get my hunt mark here. Oh. No, I didn't count as my hunt mark. Whatever. Probably have to go by camp whatever and do that. MSC Nightmare. The profile pic is of Falco. MSC Nightmare. Yeah, MSC Nightmare with a KN, like as in Knight in Shining Armor. Ah, fucking death block. I forget where these things are. I forget where these things are all the goddamn time. Run away. No, I know. Believe me. This was great. This will represent the second leg mount that I've ever won out of a lockbox, and believe it or not, it'll represent the second one I've won in the last week. But certainly no T-Rex yet. Okay, anyone here check Terra? I've heard about Terra, but I don't really have any desire to play that right now. But yeah, I know people who have played Terra, but I myself am not a part of the hype train. Hey Billy, you do any of your Cholt weeklies? All right, you want to come run House of the Crocodile? Sweet. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna get to a safe place real quick. There. Clearly not a safe place. Damn it! I'll get you in a minute, Billy. I just got attacked by crabs. Jeez. Jolt, man. Damn. Okay. Now I'm gonna actually get to a safe place. Maybe, this is where crabs spawn all the time. I'm gonna get to a place where I'm not gonna get attacked for like a minute, Billy, and then I'm gonna shoot you an invite. There we go. Right in here. I'm in Masters of the Universe right now. Yeah, I took off from LOA a few days ago. It's, you know, on a YouTube broadcast. I don't want to go too in depth, but there was just some fallout from a few things that happened recently, and both LOA and I decided it would be best if I moved on. Yeah, it's whatever. I have nothing bad against. I have nothing personal against most of them. I know that LOA and like I find that a lot of guilds in this game not just have like petty bullshit drama or whatever, but like are in this constant state of negativity, you know? And like I think someone who also plays this game told me that maybe it's not it's I mean of course it's got to have something to do with the guilds themselves, but it's also got to do with things like T9, the chests glitching out, and you know just in general how buggy and broken the game kind of is, you know? Sure, take your time. I'm in no rush. In fact, while I have a moment, I'm going to check on my social media. Okay, just to clarify on the T-Rex, now that I'm looking at a picture of it, when it roars, and okay, just to read off what it says on the website, summons the Tyrannosaur, causing your enemies fear, rooting them for 5 seconds, and lowering their defenses by 10% for 10 seconds. So there you go, 10% defense debuff for 10 seconds. Okay, that's pretty fucking bitchin'. Hard to complain about that. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's go kill some Yuan-Ti. Oop, what are you sitting at for gear score nowadays, Billy? Not bad, man. Not bad. You've come a long way. Boy, it's not that the crocodile is necessarily difficult, but This guy takes forever to kill. I gotta tell you, like, it is super agitating to happen when it happens to me, but it is hilarious watching it to other people. Oh boy. Hey, I just dropped the Tome of Ascendance. Feel free to go grab something. Oh wow. This is... Boy, I'm glad to have a DPS for this. This is good. Alright, good stuff. Well, thank you, Billy. Always nice to have that sped up. Yeah, right. I just did that before you popped up. Now I'm at the... Now I gotta go, I'm trying to think of it. I'm pretty sure I accepted the Hunt Mark quest, didn't I? Yeah, oh, I must have slayed the... Whatever. So yeah, I gotta do the Templar mission, and, I gotta kill Koss. I'm sorry, MS what? Oh yeah, I can MSVA if you need a tank or a DC for that. Oh. Yeah, I don't have a DPS that I want to take to MSVA quite yet. Well, I'm already here. Yeah, I hear that. I understand it's like really difficult making like an actual... Oh yeah. You're trying to make... Oh yeah, right, okay. You mean SMOP like the kind you get from MSVA, or just SMOPs in general? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I don't know. What else could you have possibly meant? That was a stupid question, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do my Templar mission as part of the weekly, and I'm gonna see about taking down Koss. And then I'm gonna try to actually decide what I want to do with this T-Rex pack. Nice. What are they?
The gods bless you.
Nice. All right. Looking at a new comment. You're on Xbox. No, this is PS4, Mr. I'm So Good. This is not Xbox. There we go. Okay. What else do I need to do? Let's see. Oh yes, that's right. I have to kill Koss. There's no Koss heroic. I'm not gonna do that on YouTube. Nah. That's a lot of setting up, like finding people to run Koss with. Maybe I'll hitch a ride on someone else who's running Koss. But why am I riding my mountain? I could just take the travel post back. Oh, Koss is up on 4. Let me go see if I can hitch a ride on that. And yeah, looks like I can. Nifty. Let's go kill. I'm sorry, what'd you say about new gear? The Huntsman or the Primal? The Huntsman or the Primal? Like the Primal you get from Seals of the Brave, or the Huntsman that you just like loot off of bosses and whatnot? Oh, yeah, the Primal. Nice, good stuff. Did you get the Primal banner? Like the title, like the Primal title you get for having all Primal stuff on your character. Like I got that on my DC recently. Huh. Well, this is kind of disappointing. I thought when someone said Koss up on 4, there'd be like a party, but it's just this one guy. Whatever. I guess I'll do Koss after all. Well, to anyone watching the stream, if anyone's up to run a Koss, here you go. Koss today. Ranger. That's good.
Lady Luck is my mistress.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Seems to be gone now. Harambe ceased. Let's funny. Ah, damn it. Thought I already got him.
He's been wrecked and met with Neverwinter. I might have slaughtered you a bit off already.
Okay. I think we have the people. It's always me diving in first. Let's go. No, someone went down. Then again, I don't exactly claim to be a DPS build. Well, like a hardcore DPS build anyhow. So I get done with this, I'm going to actually get back to deciding on what I want to do with my new leg mount tech. There we go. Should be coming down about now. Yep, that's it. Okay, dinosaur hide. Cool. Yeah, I forgot I gotta turn in the Templar quest, excuse me. The map on this game is broken, just like everything else. Here we go again. Crap. Easily the most annoying part about this map.
Many of the Templars he healed.
Wolf the Batiri Habani.
There we go. Now I'm going to take on this map back to Wakanda, and then I get back to actually thinking about what I want to do here. Lot to think about.
Who approached you? You have done what else? Thank you. You have done.
Salone, the shrine, and the shrine.
Build a new tongue key, and then I'm going to go back to my cleric, who's the character that actually has the T-Rex pack. I'm one totem short of being able to build 4 more of those tongue keys. That's annoying. Whatever. I'm going to go grab some prayers on my other characters, then I'm going to get back on my cleric. one of the characters I could give the T-Rex to, that Worthington Wickercraft Wizard. And this right here would be the other character I'd think about giving it to. The Ranger, it's a little bit more developed than the Wizard. I guess deciding if I were to give it to either one of these two, it would be primarily thinking about, I guess, which one between the Wizard or the Ranger is more viable in, like, in the end game. I guess I'd have to do some research on. Right now, like I said, have a look at my Ranger real quick. Like, this guy is way better developed than the Wizard. As you can see, I got things like Fragmented Key of Stars, company Duelist Cloak, stuff that's considered to be best in slot for the Ranger for the most part. Kind of iffy on the Wheel of Elements, and the Teak set is going to eventually go, but for the most part, this guy is, as you can see, Air Archon bent up with stuff that is considered to be best in slot for the Ranger.
Would I lie to you?
As you can see, this guy does already have the push to the stag, so I don't think I really want to give Cleric the T-Rex. Oh yeah, there goes the I fucking love this game sometimes. Anytime I even touch my Guardian Fighters, like the visuals just go right out the door nowadays.
Reclaimed items can be turned into the
Yeah,
shipmaster for
blah, blah.
rewards. Turning items fills the treasure ship progress bar. Filling it triggers a
Yep.
heroic encounter.
Heard this before. I'm really leaning like probably 80-20 on giving the Mount Pack to someone on my roster. I'm just not sure who.
We should have the
Ah, cool. Maybe it'll be a PowerPoint. Hey, PowerPoint. That's nice. The cleric kind of needs those.
To penetrate the store's
Oh yeah, I'm not doing this on YouTube. This has got to be the most tedious part of this entire campaign. I believe my DPS actually needs another PowerPoint. This is my DPS, not a DO or AC. Is I have may as well give Flame Strike then. Yeah, I have a DO and AC as well, but I got a third character loadout because I bought Zen during a. Anyway, yeah, the Legendary's Horrendous little pack. It's kind of incredible I actually got one of these things. I think I'm probably going to give it to my Ranger. That was my first initial thought, but I've of course been hashing it over ever since, but I really feel like I want to give this to my Ranger. best in slot for DPS, which, you know, clearly I can see. I mean, I don't think there's a class in this game that wouldn't, you know, that would turn this thing away, you know, like this thing is just really good. It does so much. Alright, just gonna tell our guild leader I do have 2 endgame characters. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling I'm gonna give the T-Rex to my ranger. Okay, all right. Oh, good. I actually do get the opportunity. I forgot I would have the opportunity to inspect these. So yeah, again, there you go. They do the same exact thing. So at this point, it's just about like which I kind of like the design on a bit. Painted. This is the commander. Like I said, I think the war painted is so much more distinguishable than the commander. I also don't even really mind the. I think the design is kind of neat. And you know. You know, that might be condescending, but I don't really care. Wow, though. A war-painted Tyrannosaur. They both look pretty badass, honestly. Again, the war painted is so much more easily distinguishable. Oh. This is a really big decision. In terms of design, I like them both. It's a really tough decision because once that's it. Maybe examine them one more time. Okay, I'm gonna go with the more painted. Oh, holy crap. Okay. Now, and so I think I'm gonna equip this thing with, like, I'm kind of, like, reasonably I'm having cold feet on if I want to give it to my ranger or my wizard. That's what it is at this point. I think I'm like 60-40 ranger just because I put a little more into the ranger than I have the wizard. But it's also worth wondering, like, is the wizard more viable than the ranger in the end game, or is the ranger? Which I honestly, in my experience running Tongue, I think I probably run with more rangers than wizards. But I do know that MOF debuff, which is what I'm going for on my wizard, is really, really, really good. I also know that rangers are considered to be HDPS material, whereas wizards typically are not. Through all my characters just so they can like get the collection. I mean, reason. Important. I don't know. I'm just. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go, like before. Okay. There we go. Hell yeah. This is fucking awesome. Yeah. Oh. There you go. Fucking A. Oh, that's awesome. I'm gonna go ride this baby around a little bit. Puts me over 12k with my ranger. Look at this motherfucker! Look at this! Look at this fucking thing! Holy crap! Oh my... Oh boy. This is fucking awesome! I changed the mount speed, didn't I? Yeah, okay, I did. Okay. Look it! Wow. Well, alright. I guess the decision's been made. I want to thank everyone who came by, gave me input, thoughts, and whatnot. I think I'm going to be glad I made this decision down the road when I don't have to pay like 8 mil, because I was eventually Rex for this guy anyway, like eventually way down the road. And well, I don't have to, that's 8 mil or whatever that I don't have to spend now, and that is such a relief. It also is a little bit of inspiration to actually put some work into this guy. I haven't really touched this guy all that much, but that's because I've been building up my DC a lot, but now there's plenty of motivation to build up my ranger, like run campaigns and whatnot. I want to go try this guy out in combat. Oh, that's fucking awesome! That guy always pisses me off. Oh, but that was awesome. Like, that was hilarious. That was great. In fact, maybe I could take this guy and use him to eat up the white dragon claws so they don't freeze me with that horrendously annoying attack. But, yeah. Okay, so, decision's been made. No real reason to keep this broadcast up. Again, thank you to everyone who came by and commented and gave their input, and this is going to be a good move for me, I think. I'm going to close the broadcast, but again, have a nice day, everyone.